Target locked.
Alright, so we're gonna go over Artifact Materialoid 18, the basics behind it, and the around the type of stats you're looking for to be able to clear it yourself. For the longest time, I was stuck on 17. I didn't have a tank that could survive long enough, really, to get the DPS out. But I always felt that my DPS was fairly decent. Even getting Olog fairly built up, he was having trouble staying alive with my Vortex healing, with Salazar's ult jumping around randomly. So we'll go ahead and go in and take a look at what I have. It's a very fighter-centric fight because you only have one platform that you can have a healer, and then you're able to place fighters to circle around Salazar and beat on him, and hopefully beat him down before the ads start overwhelming you. From this lower parts down here, you'll just get the basic parasitic beholders, which aren't that bad, get knocked down fairly easily. The real problem is going to be from the top sections, the ooze, and if they happen to merge together, they become a giant ooze, which will just wreck through whatever you happen to have down there. The You can use cost generators to get people out quicker, but I ended up completing it without even using the cost generator. This Soul Days was just here for boosting Valkyra and Vortex, and I ended up completing it with Gon as my tank. He only did minimal damage, but it was enough to stay alive with his passive and the little extra damage to push me over the edge of being able to complete it. But Olog or Baron, or I've seen even people use Abomination, get him a little bit tankier to use it. But we'll go ahead and go over some of the stats that we have that we can look at to get a general idea of where you should be. So Volca, I've got geared fairly well, more than she probably most people need at this point, because she's really there for her skills. Her ult does a nice lowers get their defenses on the person that they use it on. I tried really hard to max up for a passive to get more healing for herself and for her allies, but as you can see, I maxed everything out and didn't get a single point into her passive. My Abomination has pretty straight across the board stat skills leveled up, and these are his skills: Glacier and Annihilating Might. As close as I can get to 95% crit rate and quite a bit of attack. Valkyra, not fully geared out. I could do a little bit more to get her out. She's got very low crit rate, but I only use her to slow down some of the slimes towards the end, although she can be used with her range or another fighter with range that I'll show in the battle. Salazar, pretty important for this because of his ability to bleed. I do have a Scarlet Hunt on him and on Deimos, but he's okayish. I should definitely put some more attack speed on him to try to keep bleeds up a little bit more often, and he's got a lot of attack and so crit damage. I should put a little bit more into crit damage. Deimos is fairly well kitted out as well. Lots of crit damage, a lot of crit rate, pretty decent attack for an elite. Wrath is horribly geared. He has Curse, which is very bad for him because it only affects people in his attack range, which is only the one spot. But I just threw stuff on him at the moment. I definitely need to work on him better because he is very good, especially Awakened 5'd. For Valkyria, like I said, other range people can use like Absent, but I don't have him made it. Boras, really good. I don't have him made. Scorch can be used as a ranged person. I don't have him built. And if need be, Komodo can be used to go along with his faction bonus to get the max out of that. And Ein can also be used as a ranged fighter as well. But I used him early game and stripped him. I use Vortex as a healer. But let's go ahead and go in and play it out. I do have the power dominance off. So let's go ahead and go in. This is where I'm at, where I was able to do it. I've switched gear around a little bit since I completed it, but this is about the power level that I was at. So I'll place my Abomination. Salazar comes in. Wait for him to turn and start attacking. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Get him in. Go ahead and drop the Salazar first, because we'll have the Gone passive. Throw down Vortex to get the healing in. Throw in Volca. She can AoE down the side, and allows me to drop the Deimos in to focus on Salazar and get his stacks fully up going that way. As soon as the wave's down, lower the defenses with Volca, heal with Vortex for the ult there, drop down Wrath to keep them busy up there. Throw down Valkyria to take care of the top there. Ult as soon as we can. Okay. And they're going down. Go ahead and ult again. Didn't get it on him, but it did lower his defense, his attack for a little bit with Volca's there, and there he goes. Some did get slipped through, but we were able to still overdo his healing and get him down. And that is going to be the basics of and stats you're looking for this. Like I said, Wrath could have been geared a lot better. He would have done a lot better at controlling the top slimes there. Valkyria did fine with her self-healing from Volca to keep the right side top taken care of. Other suggested heroes are here also, and you can also look at recommended lineups. Recently there's a YouTube video of basically they used everyone as tanks just to stop all the ads, and they killed him single-handedly with Cuke with just attack speed. And then there's some people that are able to nuke him down fairly easy. I saw a video of Zilla2 and Pyros. They were very late game and maxed out, I'm sure. In came Salazar, ulted with Zilla2, ulted with Pyros, and then he was dead. So there's a couple different ways to go through this. But having just that one healer spot and then a bunch of fighters as DPS is going to be the way they want you to do it. So hopefully that helps you guys get this through and to get the best chances at getting the best artifacts that you're able to get. I'll show the artifacts that I have on people. I have a Ragnarok on Abomination. I have Sen on Volca. Salazar, like I said, has Scarlet Hunt. Deimos also has a Scarlet Hunt. He's got a Vive Sen for AoE. My Olag has, or my Gon has an Olag's Wall. I'm baiting back and forth on him with the Holy Radiance. Seems like it'd be fairly good. Goddess Grace also seems pretty good on him because he's defense scaling, but also Bloodthirst. is also good, and then my healer Vortex is currently using an Orb of Euphoria. Gives you some attack speed every now and then. Okay, so that's all the information I have. Hopefully that helps you guys push in completing your own Artifact Material raid. So very quickly, I wanted to add at the end the damage stats. I forgot to do that in the main part of the video, so you can get a general idea where your DPS needs to be if you have to substitute any of these units. My Abomination came in at 4.7 mil. Salazar similar. Volca only 3.3. Deimos only 1.5. Gon only doing 5. Half a mil. And he was mainly just that he was a tank able to live long enough to get the DPS in. Not really a shining point for him. Valkyria and Wrath doing very minimal as well, just trying to keep the slimes busy up top so that the DPS can get Salazar down. So that gives you a general idea where you're looking for. You can check your stats even if you fail and see where you need to put better stats into to get over this threshold. All right.